We got the clap.
We all have the clap.
We all received the clap from one another.
We clapped each other.
We clapped each other with the clap.
We clapped each other's booty holes all night.
With the clap.
What?
Now, why would they do that?
Now, why do the Democrats want you to clap each other's booties all night?
Why is that?
For fun.
Why is that? For fun?
Why? Why is that?
Why would that be fun?
Maybe I'll have to try it out myself.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Later
have to try
tonight.
being gay. Just to see
Tonight
what
at
it's
11.
like. Tonight, I'm going to be being gay. See what it's like.
Tune in at 11 to see what the liberal agenda has
Tonight,
against
I'm
you.
going to act as though I were gay. Why is that?
A little thought experiment. What if I were gay and I treated straight people like trash? Like the real
Straight
one.
people like AOC and Ilhan Omar.
Today, I'm going to see what it's like to be part of the intolerant left. I'm going to be cosplaying as a gay transman.
Transman.
Transman. A gay transman.
I feel like that's got to be a last name somewhere.
Transman?
It's possible.
Trainsman.
Remember Snow White and the Seven Dwarfsmen? Wasn't that the name of the goddamn
I
movie?
think it was just dwarves.
I think it was just the dwarves.
No, the modern one.
Oh no, it was like Snow White and the Huntsman. I think is what you're
And the
thinking of.
Huntsman.
Yeah,
Snow White and seven guys.
And the Seven Dwarfsmen. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfsmen.
Oh my god.
The Disney classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfsmen. Everyone remembers.
They were just a little bit taller.
Everyone, I wish I was a little bit taller, a little bit of baller, whatever that's called.
Little dwarves.
Little
like
Dwarfsmans.
Yeah, just the porn parody of Snow White and seven guys.
Snow White and seven guys.
Seven guys.
Seven dwarfs.
Seven guys, one Snow White.
Seven snows, one white girl.
And it's like you look at the poster for this thing and it's like, what the hell is this? It's like
It's like one of
from the
those.
producer of Alice in Wonderland. It's literally Chris Hemsworth, Charlize Theron, and someone else. I can't tell who.
It's like one of those
Damn.
late 2000s, early 2010s, like kind of just like bland action movies.
Yeah.
Like Robin Hood with fucking what's his name? Not Gerard Butler. Fucking
well, there's two. There's
Russell Crowe.
There's a Russell Crowe Robin Hood, which I don't remember a damn thing about, but I did see it in theaters.
Me too.
And then there's what else? Oh, the newer one with the kid
With
from
Jamie Foxx
Kingsman.
in it.
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx in it. That one was entertaining. It was like
It looked more fun.
it was fun.
Definitely.
It was just like, all
Looked a lot
right, this
more fun.
is. I'm not mad at killing 2 hours just to watch this for fun, but it's still a pointless movie, of course.
But like,
That's how I felt about Black Adam, which I saw last night.
Oh wow, he's just diving into it. He's diving into it.
fuck nut.
Wow,
Yeah, it was
Black
like,
Adam.
sponsored by Zoa.
Yeah,
it was,
did you bring a Zoa with you? Did you fucking grip a Zoa?
I brought double
during that?
fisted them.
Like,
One
I'm
in each
ready.
cup holder.
Give me that fizzy stimmy straight to the dome.
No, it was it was like overwhelmingly cheesy in parts, but like
Nice.
it was pretty fun and like had some pretty cool like superhero action fight scenes. Like I don't know what else you have to think of it in the context of what these are now. Like, you know,
Right.
is it jam packed with like dope ass shit? Then they, you know, check off at least that box. You
Right.
know.
Is it
That's
filled
already
with
made
dope
sense.
ass shit?
Is it filled with dope ass shit?
Roger
Then, yeah.
Ebert's review criteria. Is it filled with dope ass shit? Then we'll give it
it's
2
like-
thumbs up.
Yeah, Roger Ebert just on his deathbed, like towards the end of his life, just saying "fuck it." Just be like, so the
It's
thing
good,
about this
actually.
movie, I gave it a 4 stars because it was dope as shit.
Yeah. Because it was fucking fire. I don't know what you want me to say.
Let me load up the Sun Times and see what's going on. Okay, Roger Ebert thought that Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter was dope as shit. Let's go.
No, it's like not even a review. It's just him saying probably gonna see this. Just
like,
posting
honestly,
that
mid,
as
just
a whole
honestly-
article. Just like This shit looks good. Probably gonna see this.
Yeah, I just feel like shit was mid as F.
Yeah, as
TBH.
H.
Yeah, as L, TBH.
Yeah, mid as L, TBH. Robin Hood 2018, mid as hell to me. I mean, he
TBH.
I'll rest in peace. He passed. He did not live to see Robin Hood starring Taron Egerton.
Yeah,
that dude, imagine having the name Edgerton. It's like, yeah, I'm about to go in my room in Edgerton's. Like, yeah, I just do that a lot. So my last name is Edgerton.
Last a while.
Yeah,
trying to spice up your love life. Try Edgerton's.
try Taron Edgerton's into your ass. Tearing up Edgerton's.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, Taron Egerton's name means edging and then having a bad bust, basically. Like, I tore that edge.
But it tears your shit.
Taron Egerton. Yeah. Taron Egerton sounds like a Gripple Stevens verse name, but it's not. Taron Egerton. Taron Egelstein's the fifth. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this shit's funny.
Lord.
But,
man. Dude,
Young
I played
Lions
a show in Rolla last night. That was funny.
Real quick, just last thing on Robin Hood. Like, if I ever watch this again, that is like truly, I don't ever think you waste time in your life, but if I watched it again, that would be the purest waste of my time. Like, I could have watched any number of the movies I may never see before I die. I could have watched one of them. Instead, rewatching Robin Hood 2018. That's the last thing I said. But you played a show last night.
Instead of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was jumping topic. Yeah, played a show in Raw last night. It was wild. We played this like student show. Like, it was the first college show that we played that was dope as fuck. Like, there's like a couple hundred kids there, and then like
all guys.
No, actually.
No, it's Rolla.
All dudes.
It's like 80% guys.
Yeah, just be like, dude, played a great. Yeah, it's like any guy plays a show, and it's just like, dude, we played a show last night. It was so sick. All dudes, straight, just to see
all
dudes,
guys,
fire,
just all guys, so fire,
all guys, man.
So
just
much testosterone.
It was just me, just us and the fellas.
Yeah,
it was literally like so sick. Now it was fucking dope.
Dude, it was all male identifying people. It was great.
Dude, fully binary gender situation.
So
full
I went
gender
to
binary vibes.
I went to Rolla for St. Patty's Day, like 2017 or 16 or something, because my buddy was there going to school, and it was fun for sure. But we went to like a party they were having, and
No way.
yeah, I mean it was like 80% dudes. And they were like blasting Evanescence at the party.
Evanescence.
That's fire, actually.
No, I know. And then they were like playing the one song, and when they're like "Save me," and like everyone like sang that.
It was like clearly all guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude, you know what I heard about that song? Sorry, I'm just lotionating real quick. You know what I heard about that song the other day? That the reason why wake me up, like the dudes like ad-libs are in that song is because they were like, this will never be a #1 hit without a dude's vocal in it. And they were like, the label was like, we're not releasing this without like a male vocal like in the song. So they added the wake me up like as a joke pretty much. Because they were like,
that's so whack.
It's really whack.
I mean, it's the coolest part of the song, let's be honest.
Because guys hearing that song would be like, this is a chick song, dude.
Yes, straight up.
Throw in some fucking male like chants.
Wake me up! It's like, oh, that's sick. Actually, that's for
dude.
Actually, this is hard. Save me,
dude. Fucking shirts that go hard posted a fucking
shirts.
They posted the shirt that you're wearing right now.
Say shirts that go hard.
Shout out Teddy D's, bro.
Dude, Ted Drewski's.
Ted Drewski too funny, bro.
Ted Drewski too funny.
What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, shirts.
Shorts.
Shirts. Shirts that go flagging.
Let me pull up the shorts.
Let me pull up this shirt I saw. No, but really, it says
shorts that go hard.
There's one shirt that just says, "I think he's gay," and it's just an airplane.
No, that's good. That's
keep
real
calm
good.
and have sex is another one. Damn, I've never really. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Joe, waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. But it's like spelled. It's spelled like phonetically.
God, I hate that
Joe,
so
waste
much.
your time on me. You're already.
Oh my fucking Lord. Did you guys
Sick.
hear about that festival getting canceled yesterday?
There was a festival canceled?
Oh, bestival.
The
when
like,
we were
Warped
young
Tour.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like...
I didn't hear it got canceled, though.
Oh yeah, so like that huge fest that was like My Chem and Paramore and like Under like all those fucking scene bands that was basically a joke until they announced it and then it became a real thing.
Well, they did it last year too, though, right? Or this is not the first year they've done this.
This is the first year. This is the first year.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm 100% positive. I don't know.
Because there was definitely a show. Like I remember this whole cycle happening. People were like, "Oh, what?" You know, like it was like maybe a year ago or maybe 2 years ago.
No, it's because it announced in January.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Oh, really?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's because it announced 10 months ago.
When we were
and
young,
then they
Yeah.
the news like came back out.
No,
'Cause,
like it got announced in January and it is October now because that's how festivals work. They announce it forever in advance.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
And so that people can buy tickets and go to it.
Gotcha.
Did you think it was in like spring, Tony? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, well, I thought, I didn't know when this new one was, but I just saw a cycle of everyone getting hyped for it, and I was like, oh, okay, I just thought there was one last year too or something. I didn't realize it's the same shit.
No, yeah, this
like
is the
year later.
This is the very first one, and they canceled yesterday because there were like 60-mile-per-hour winds in Vegas, and like
Normal stuff. Normal stuff.
No, I mean, yeah, right. Like it's just like
that.
Yeah,
the windy city of Vegas. I guess is it ever? I mean, you don't think of Vegas
like
as
it was
windy.
abnormal. Like it was abnormally windy, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck?" I knew this was going to be a Fire Fest thing, and I'm like, "Nah, dude. Do you want to get crushed by a video wall? Because you can.
Right.
We could do that.
Right.
That's fine. We could do that.
They didn't just like move it back or reschedule
Dude, it's
it?
a whole festival. You can't do that. Like,
how is that any less hard than canceling the whole thing?
Moving an entire like 60 band festival that has like 80,000 attendees.
Easy.
Yeah, super simple.
Easy. Winds up to 60 miles per hour rake Las Vegas area Monday night. This is from April, so I don't know why I'm reading it. Never mind.
But yeah.
Oh, high wind warning issued for Las Vegas Saturday. The weather takes a dramatic turn Saturday when a cold front pushes strong winds into the Las Vegas Valley and surrounding areas.
Yeah.
Dude, people that bought like $400 in plane tickets and hotel reservations and all that shit, just gone.
Yeah, it
Just
sucks to have like a whole
incinerated.
weekend in Vegas. There's nothing to do there. Especially after you get your ticket refunded.
just a
There's nothing to
desert.
do in Vegas. No, but it's pretty sick because like Bring Me the Horizon and like a lot of big bands like did like smaller shows. So they
that's
like
cool.
that were indoors at places that were open because it's Vegas. So
So
possible.
this all happened like this past weekend?
It was yesterday, literally yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So there's the next day is today, so they're going to see if it's canceled today because then there's the third day is next weekend. But it was just very funny seeing everybody just like, wow, this is so irresponsible. They canceled it 2 hours before, and I'm like, yeah, dude, what do you think? Do you think they wanted to lose millions of dollars?
I can't control the wind.
Can't control the wind, mate. Can't
I
control
don't have
it.
that tech yet.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I gotta
But
do it in a
Hey,
indoor.
Tony, shut the fuck up real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right, he was in the middle of something.
No, it's okay, Max. Go ahead.
I forgot something.
By all means.
Fuck. What?
One of these again.
What is it?
Falling into this scenario once more.
What'd you forget?
Forgot to introduce the podcast.
Oh my fucking god!
Bro.
Yeah.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend, the film. Ladies and gentlemen, guess the fuck what? It is a very spooky Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Welcome to another episode of Woken Boke. Boom. Episode 158. Ow. To be exact, I am your host.
Ow.
One of your hosts, Connor Boyd is my name. You may know me as Moschino Dorito on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm also on Jaded Forum, one of the hosts of that program as well. I'm joined, as always, by my best buds from the great Gateway to the Midwest. To the West, really. St. Louis, Missouri. First, we have the man with the golden gun, but really the golden chain. Max Sanza is here.
Hi.
What are you? What was that?
What?
Oh, I just heard sound. But yo, what's up?
Just some bullshit. Some shit I don't even like.
That's what all that music.
Yeah.
That's more like metalcore, I guess.
Yeah, I like it more when it goes.
Every metalcore song.
You know, I just prefer that.
More death.
It's a little
speed,
different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, shut the fuck up, Max. We are also joined. I'm sorry. That was rude.
But I'm doing good, thanks.
I was also telling myself to shut the fuck up because I realized we were going for a grip there.
No, we were having a time.
Yeah. We're also joined by one of Yeti's biggest endorsers, just free advertising. Just like, wild. What can I say? Purchase
I like cold
Yeti
drinks.
Products. Yeah, purchase them. Yeah, one of the dumbest, most pointless businesses, keeping drinks cold. Motherfucker, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, you know, I can put cold water in this and 18 hours later, it's still cold. It's like fucking great. I would have finished it within 18 hours, I think.
That's still pretty sick, actually.
Look, my soup is still warm. That's great, man. What are you eating it in the middle? I guess in the middle of the forest where there's not a microwave. Anyways, actually, we're joined by Tony.
Are you done mocking my
Anyway, Tony Harrop is here today. Tony.
Damn it.
How you doing, pal? Damn, I'm peeking out of this bitch.
I'm doing good. Had a really rough Friday. I think I told you a little bit about it with the Sneezertons.
Okay, that sucks. Connor, continue.
Literally could not stop sneezing all day.
Oh my god. I just love like, yeah, what's the worst thing that's happened to Tony in the last 7 months?
I couldn't stop sneezing.
What's the most difficult hurdle he's had to get? He's like, I fucking sneeze like a puppy dog at my job for a couple minutes.
Trial and tribulation.
Yeah, I had to take fucking Dayquil. Can you believe that shit? Oh my god. I had to literally swallow 2 Benadryl. It was crazy. But tell us about that, bro.
Dude, well, like, just try being like creative when you're just like thinking of designs and shit like that. When you're just like,
bro, try.
And it was like those bust sneezes you were telling me about, where, you know, it's like your nose tickles a little bit and you're just like,
I was having such trouble being creative as a sneezy guy.
I was honk shooing into my tissue all day.
But I just came home the second half of the day and I just worked from home, and then 5 o'clock hit and I just went to bed. And I just slept till like 7:30ish.
God gave his greatest challenges
PM or
to me.
AM?
His sneeziest guy.
Oh, okay. So you took a nap after that.
Yeah, big nap and felt a little bit better, but think I'm all good now. But
yeah, my shit's been a little runny, and I sneezed the other day, and it was that shit where the shit has density. This shit is nasty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have that problem.
No, it's like sneezing so hard that like my muscles hurt.
Like, okay, I forget. We're really getting deep on. We're still introducing this shit. We'll get back to that. Every week we get together to catch up on our lives and shit we enjoy, like video games, movies, music, anime, manga, perhaps pornography. That one's a joke. But yeah, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Absolutely. Follow us on Spotify if you're not already doing so you don't miss a single episode. You can also join our Discord. And I should mention we're on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts if you don't want to do the other shit. And you can follow us on Twitter, which is just at wokenbokepod. And then our Instagram is at wokenbokepodcast. And you will get updates on the podcast every week sometimes. And reach out to our Gmail, wokenbokepodcast@gmail.com, with your questions, comments, and suggestions. And guess what? We'll read them on the show. All the shit's in the show description. We got 4 emails as well from y'all. And I think we should crack into those, boys, unless we still want to break down kind of this fall. I feel like there's more to talk about this fall sneezertons.
Just God's sneeziest warriors over here.
Yeah. I also think part of this is like this shit didn't happen, funny enough, when we were all wearing masks. Like we weren't just sneezing like fuck.
We all just have
some of it is the pollen in the air, but you get it from other people, I think, too, mostly.
We all just have COVID all the time. We have permavid. We have COVID.
The only time I'll ever check for COVID in the future is if I have a fever. That's the only time. Because that was when it was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah. I want to smoke this.
But yeah, dude, nice. Should we crack into these? We've gotten like a couple since last Bepper.
What are we cracking?
4, I believe. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, let's grip
Smoking
into it.
Crackington?
I feel like we could also circle back to Black Adam because I don't know if we really covered that.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. What's the deal?
Yeah, how was it?
Adam was he?
Yeah.
Fully Adam.
Was his name Adam?
Adam. No, the entire movie, they actually never call him that. It's like literally like the very last scene. They're like, what do you think your cool new name should be? And he's like,
Black Adam. Holds up his Zoa.
Black Adam.
He pulls his Zoa out of his suit.
I think my name should be Black Adam, brought to you by Zoa Energy. Full name.
Well,
Black Adam for short.
Let me reveal to you a little secret. I was off the grid yesterday. I saw I missed a call from you. That's my bad. The reason being,
you were witnessing Black Adam?
No, I took a little trip down Sackleshire Lane.
Oh,
solo dolo.
Sackleshire? Where's Sackleshire? How do you get there?
Sackleshire?
You'll know when you find it.
Trip sack? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
There was sack tripping happening?
Yeah, sack tripping occurred.
Damn.
Just a solo dolo in terms of myself and also the object of consumption. And
wait,
it was really chill.
Just at your brib or
what? just chilled at my place pretty much the whole time. Took it easy, but it was nice and chill. But it's not something I foresee myself doing that much because it's just way more fun doing it with people, like having someone to laugh with. Like that was like my favorite part about whenever we do it is that we're just fucking like dying the whole time. Just
it's almost too much. It's like we're just like I run out of tears from laughing so much.
I'm pretty sure I laughed so hard I pulled my gooch last time. Like I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that'll
positive.
happen.
And I must say, this will be very fun to double up on, perhaps triple up on.
I still just like, I need to just
winter
like,
season.
Yeah. Okay. My screen just went dark for no reason. Oh, okay. I'm back.
Fine.
I just don't want to, I feel like I've had freakouts on weed this year for the first time. Like if I smoke weed literally like at all, not at all, but if I smoke sativa, heady weed, there's literally just a certain point where I freak out. Like, and it's internal. I'm not like yelling or running around. It's just like I'm freaking out and have to calm myself down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's making me worried that like if I do Sackville, like you know what I mean, it might.
You do a sack tap.
I might have like a bad time. You know, like. I may freak out. Like, man, what if I start worrying about my heart or like high cholesterol when I'm fucking?
Nah, that won't happen. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, when the time comes, you just have to make the call, and there will be no hard feelings. This stuff was pretty like mellow, and I just chilled and watched. Like, I watched My Hero Academia new episode. I watched Detective Pikachu.
Wow.
Just watched like some Channel 5 stuff.
Oh my god!
Clean.
That I can't do.
No, dude, the fucking.
Not
have you seen the one about the guy with the mustache and the beard? It's like the second newest one.
The bald guy.
He's like super into
like butt stuff.
No, like platonic male bonding by like touching your wieners together. Yeah.
Nice.
Slapping your balls.
Fucking what's his name?
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah, that was a trip.
The Peter Pettigrew, whatever the fuck his name is.
Peter Pettigrew.
Peter Pettigrew, I think is who he had on Channel 5. I don't know, dude. It's just I just don't. I want to so bad. I just don't want to be like thinking about my heart or like thinking I'm gonna have it. Because, dude, when I'm having those paranoid panics, it's like I think I'm gonna have a stroke or heart attack. I'm like, what? It's more like, what if I did? What if I did that right now? What if I fucking like, dude? It's like, so I just don't want that to happen mid brip.
Hey, understandable. You make the call when the time comes, or before that. Even it's fine. Definitely don't do it if you're like sus about it.
Damn, Crowcat made a fucking. This is huge. Crowcat. Which, if you don't know, is like better than Donkey. Like it's like literally just no commentary, just clips to make a point about like he'll take clips from gaming. He'll do gaming shit, like it's almost like a video essay, but he's just taking clips of developers saying shit and then showing footage of how bad the game is. And he just put out a video called "Remember Halo," which I cannot wait to fucking watch.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but what were you just talking about, or you were asking about, or whatever?
Oh, I was going to finish up by saying I capped off the night by going to see Black Adam, and I was mostly done at that point. But still a little goofy.
It's a crazy come down.
There's just,
dude. Let me go see Black Adam and mellow out, dude.
I just saw this tweet that says, I just saw the new Rock movie, Black Adam, last night. If you don't like this movie, you're a disgusting poor.
Disgusting poor. That's funny as hell.
Oh, that's good shit.
No, it was really fun. And like, there was nothing like just offensively bad about it, just like cringe. I mean, there was some really cheesy parts when it came to like the kid actor and like, the people of Kondak, which is the country he's from, like rising up and they're like, it's our time. And they like, they rush the streets and fight these like demon skeleton guys. And I don't know. But the action and the just the fun aspects of it were like, I don't know. They were pretty entertaining. Dr. Fate, he's like Doctor Strange on crack. Like
it's Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. He's badass. And Hawkman was cool, and it was fun.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I
recommend going to see it.
Bears. Brosnan.
Should we crack into these questions?
Let's do it.
Sir Crackledons. Yeah.
All right. This comes from Ethan. Question for the Bokers. Gentle Thems. Huge fan of the podcast and jaded. I'm a new listener and have enjoyed going back in time to when you first started. For example, in an episode from April, Connor mentioned starting his day with meditation and exercises from Wim Hof. I'm curious if it's still practicing your routine, if it's transitioned into another form of meditation, or maybe put it aside. Pardon me. For the Bokers, what are staples in your daily routine that center you? It definitely seems that all of you have changed since the start of the podcast, maybe because of career moves, tea breaks, hitting the gym more, or even goobers. Curious what y'all think. Thanks, Ethan.
The lingo is crazy.
So to go in order here, I haven't meditated in a while. But it's something I always keep in my utility belt.
Absolutely. It's good. It's a good thing to know that it works.
I do the Wim Hof, and then I do my own meditation type shit, and it's just breathing. It's basically my own version of the Wim Hof shit, but for longer. I just kind of keep going.
I mean, just remembering to take deep breaths sometimes too, especially if like you haven't been active in a while. Because I feel like I typically like do most of my, I do most of my oxygen dosing when I'm fucking working out. So you may just need to fucking up your dosage and just kind of breathe sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. For the Bokers, what are staples in your daily routine that center you? Will both of you go to the gym pretty regularly?
Go to the
gym. I hit the gym after work every day.
Every day.
And then usually at least one day on the week, every day. And then at least one day on the weekend.
Yep.
Which I recommend doing. Yeah. At least doing like 30 minutes of cardio. Like
it's a little bit of something.
Then you can, like, even if you get nothing else of substance done that day, you at least like improved your health and your body.
Yeah.
Like,
yesterday
did not go to waste.
Like I've been mad, like sore and tired lately just from lifting hella. So like yesterday, all I did was go to the gym and I did like an uphill walk for like 30 minutes. I just watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, it's super easy to just rip through a half an hour of like uphill walking, and then I'll even like do a sprint every 5 minutes, and I'll just like listen to a podcast or some shit, and it just flies by. Like at least do that. If you did that every day or like 6 days a week,
it flies
for a year,
by.
Like your body would be unrecognizable from. Well, you'd have to eat well too. You'd be a fully different person, different name, different identity.
Every cell would be replaced by that time.
Also, shout out to I think whoever. So yesterday I was at the gym and I went over to get like towels, like get a paper towel to wipe the machine off, and then someone had their phone there. Because I guess they just left it there for their AirPods and they're just listening to whatever. And it was like some crypto YouTube video. So whoever that is listening to crypto advice while you're lifting, you probably need a hug. And I hope you get one soon.
So true.
I hope you get that.
I hope you get a hug soon, bud.
I also try not to like look at my screen before I go to bed. So I just read. Like it's good to not be like looking at a bright screen.
These
and
are all good
closing
habits.
your eyes. Yeah.
Dude, I'm on night mode all the time.
Busy stimmy on deck.
Yeah.
Night mode.
I'm hitting night mode, low bright all day.
Mm-hmm.
Low bright. Yeah, dude. I daily routine that centers me. Smoking weed. I've been doing that pretty much daily.
Pretty much daily for years for me.
But if I am on
meth,
or if I do feel a need for the routine to center me, it's usually either walking, or I'll do an hour on the elliptical, or I'll do like a 20-minute calisthenics body weight exercise, or I'll just like throw around the kettlebell, and those are all things that are really fun.
Just huck it across your apartment.
Yeah, I throw it on the ground as hard as I can. There's dents throughout my apartment.
Yeah, this is like, I like kettlebell workouts, but it's just horrible for my walls. I don't get how you guys.
Horrible for my walls and floors. It's like it's way too heavy.
How do you guys afford to do this? Yeah, it's like
And it's such a hassle to put the pads up every single time you're doing it. It's like takes 20 minutes, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
It's like,
every time I do a kettlebell workout, I'm worried I'm gonna bring it down like the wrong way and just like smash it into my shin and just break my fucking tibia in half or whatever.
Yeah, or drop it directly on your fucking toe.
Yeah.
A 35-pound kettlebell.
I feel sketch enough doing like free weight exercises like bench press and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like especially like incline bench press or decline where you're like at an angle. That shit's sus.
Yeah, I mean you can also just do all machines too.
You can, yeah. I wouldn't recommend doing bench by yourself, even if you're like advanced. Like it just doesn't it's just not worth the risk, you know?
Absolutely.
I don't bench unless there's people in the gym. Like if there's like I don't explicitly ask for
someone
a
you can yell
spot.
help and have
Exactly. But if I start dying, someone will catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also the benches at my gym have the little safety. Like so, even if you're like right here and you can't get all the way up, like you can still just like you know, there's still those little guys there.
Oh, I'd also say like the meal prepping and stuff like that in terms of the guy's question, like you know, just eating healthy all the time. Like, but once you do that enough, like yesterday, I just bought like a whole Detroit style pizza, ate a little over half of it, and then also got a pint of it's not like it's real ice cream, but it's like that zero or like low sugar ice cream. I smashed that whole thing. So once you get on that train, you can kind of just rip through junk food, you know, a day here, a day there, and it's just nothing to you.
Here's my advice, if I may. Do the gym first. Get into a routine first before you start fucking with your diet. Like, because a lot of people, I feel like the whole wave now with fitness is just like, if you're not going to the gym and you're not eating 7 chicken breasts with like some carrots a day, you're basically wasting your time, because these are all people who are like, how can I get jacked on a 6-month timeline? Because I'm stupid. Like that's just like where I think a lot of fitness is right now. So get used to going to the gym, and then your body will kind of be like, hey, can we get like some better shit, please? Because you're doing this a lot. So can you just like kind of fix this? And then that's kind of an easier, more accessible way to get into actually changing your eating habits, I feel like.
I also think what's also true though is that you can lose weight with your diet, but I don't know. You have to work out pretty hard to eat like shit and then lose weight from working out.
You can make subtle changes. Like it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, maybe like if you're a big soda drinker or something, it's like literally just switch to diet sodas as like a transitional thing. Like don't be afraid to like do all the like fucking silly shit, because
yeah, if anything, I personally think the dieting thing is like an easier way to like if because you can lose weight dieting without working out, but you can't lose weight working out without the diet being right.
Absolutely.
So in my opinion, I feel like if someone just like hates going to the gym, they should try to do the diet thing first.
Absolutely. But if you
I recommend.
What did you say?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you like working out, like you will see yourself, you know, getting bigger and stronger and like, you know, feeling better if you just fucking, you know, like it's really simple shit. Like just switch to like just mostly eat chicken based shit. Yeah. Like stop eating fucking burgers. Like if you go to fucking Chick-fil-A, get the grilled nuggets or whatever, you know, shit where it's just like, if you're stuck in like a habit or like you don't have the quote unquote time to like, you know, meal prep and all that kind of shit, it's just like you can make less shitty choices that are still kind of shitty, I feel like.
For me, meal prepping takes an hour and a half, and I switched it to the middle of the week. So sometime Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I just pick a night, take an hour and a half, and I have lunch for an entire week. And it's just, you know, I throw a whole tray of chicken breasts in the pressure cooker, set it. I don't have to do anything else except pull it out and shred it up. And then I dice up some veggies, throw it in the oven, pull them out, toss all that into my meal prep bins. It takes an hour and a half. And most of that is just waiting for the shit to cook. So, I mean, like dicing up the veggies takes some time, but like then I just put on a game, like a football game or whatever while it's while I'm doing that, and it just flies by. So everyone, I think, has time to do that.
That's why I put it in quotes. But I feel like the other obstacle to doing that kind of shit, Tony, is like something that I run into a lot, which is I don't have access to like a microwave at work. And like I work a lot of nights, so it's just like I can't bring a cold fucking if I bring a cold ass thing.
That's tough. I do.
It's like there's no way for me to eat it because I'm there during lunch and during dinner, and like the only microwave is in the green room, so I'm not gonna like go into like this room of like dudes that just got off a tour bus that are just like trying to shower and shit. Like, hold on, guys, I gotta microwave my fucking chicken and butternut squish.
I don't know how viable this option is, but microwaves are pretty cheap. You could buy one and put it in wherever you're.
I'm not giving those troglodytes that I work with a microwave to use. I'm not like I'm not putting my own money into that.
Every day to unplug it and
bring a microwave with you. Bring BYOM. Bring your own microwave.
I seriously think you can get like a $20 microwave.
I'm sure I can, but it is one of those things where I don't. It's a principle thing because it's like, seriously, dude, if I take that microwave to there, it will break in a week. And then it'll just be like, and then I'll buy another $20 microwave, and then it'll happen again, and then it'll
get like a bike lock, put it around it so you can't open it up. Except for you,
some of these fucking idiots will figure it out. I'll tell you that much. Because the security, the revolving door of security goons we have is just Jesus Christ, dude.
Security goons.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with
but
them?
Anyway, my point is, just kind of start. Don't think about it too much. Just make time for the part of the equation you want to do, and start there, because it's like doing a little bit is better than not doing anything.
Yeah, just go immediately after work, hit the treadmill for a half hour, and go home and shower, and that's 1 hour of your day.
Yep.
I mean, unless it's a far drive, but
still,
that's where you got to start.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of the fitness influencer shit and like, the whole fitness wave right now is just like, do all of it as hard as fucking possible and follow every guideline, or else you're not going to, whatever. But it's like, these are all incel dudes that just want to be fucking huge and like that think that that's the only thing that matters. So it's just like, just do what you want to do, just go work out.
Do what you want to do.
Eat some vegetables.
Our next email comes from Daniel. Recommendation is the subject line. What's up, Boke Masters? Wanted to give a little double recommendation on a video game and anime. I played Cyberpunk back in January on PS5, and it was just okay. But the new anime Edge Runners came out recently on Netflix, and it's amazing. It was so good. Yeah, I was going to say this that's why I was laughing earlier, because I was like, Edgertons. It was so good, it made me think back and appreciate the world and culture that the devs put time into instead of other things. Personally, I recommend you play the game first and then watch the show, but I know plenty of people that have watched the show and then loved the game. Let me know what you think. Sorry, I keep harassing you guys with emails. No, not at all. Keep sending them.
Please.
Just got wanted to give you some anime to watch instead of a question. I might just watch the anime. I do want to play Cyberpunk. I might get it for my PS5 at some point for fun. But I kind of like, I watched the Tim Rogers review that's like 6 hours long or 10 hours long of that shit. So I don't know. I mean, I know the whole story. So it's
you watched
kind
a 10-hour video of it.
Yeah, it's kind of a choose your own adventure thing. But yeah,
I did actually.
Like you can skip, like there's timestamps so you can.
Well, so Tim Rogers usually does very long reviews, but this one was so long he had to upload it in basically parts, so that like sections of it in the beginning you choose like 3 out of the 6. He's like, choose only 3 and then watch this last video. And so it's like you got to choose which one you want, and it's kind of like a theme on the choice element of the game. Like it's kind of like an RPG. You choose like what you want to say, and it gets you to different places. Your choices matter. So it's like a little thing on that.
And so the writer is saying that Edge Runners is related to that somehow, or they're just separate recommendations?
It is a anime, I think, that takes at least a cartoon that takes place in that cyberpunk universe.
Gotcha.
and apparently it's good.
Now, is this like a American anime, like a Seven Deadly Sins type thing, or is it like
it's
Japanese?
on Netflix, and it's in Japanese. So,
not that
it's also
on.
It's in English also. But yeah, it was created by, it was directed by by a Japanese director. Creative director's Japanese.
It's created by Penis Guy the Sixth.
It was created by Mike Pondsmith, who's the guy I think who made the game.
Mike Cum Smith.
Mike comes in my mouth.
Yeah, I'll keep that. I like anime.
But yeah, I tried to play Cyberpunk. I have it on PC, but like when I initially tried it, I just got big stimmied on it. I got way over stimmied.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because there's just so much going on in that game.
Is that even possible?
Yes, actually.
Excess stimmy?
I'm very prone to over stimmy. Yeah.
Yo, this next email comes from Seth. Subject line is 2 quick questions. Fellow Greco-Breco Bokers, I didn't realize when I sent a couple questions last time it would be so Connor-centric. So this time I will just ask 2 quick questions for the group. 1, can you think of a film or TV show that gave you an emotional response, be it anger or become teary-eyed? 2, what music do you like to listen to when you are in a good mood or a sad and depressed mood? P.S. I realized that Tony was created to be the most emotionally stable human on planet Earth, so he may not have an answer to either question. Much love, Seth from Kentucky. So the first question was, can you think of a film or TV show that gave you an emotional response, be it anger or become teary-eyed? And 2, what music do you like to listen to when you're in a good mood or a sad and depressed mood? Who wants to go first?
I mean, we've talked about it before, but Everything Everywhere All at Once made me tear up a little bit.
Absolutely.
At the end, for sure.
Evangelion, for sure. Yeah, those are the 2 that I was going to say. It was Evangelion and Everything Everywhere.
That is
for that first one. And then for the second one, just kind of death metal all the time. Just kind of death metal
in all moods,
all the time. You can't see the cool thing about that is you can just eliminate all emotion with death metal. And it's just noise, and that's what music truly is. Just noise.
It's the soundtrack to your life. Tony, how about you?
It kind of rotates between. I mean, like generally, it'll be just like metalcore. Just like the technical, just clean and harsh vocals, bouncing back and forth, that type of shit. ERA. But
gross.
If I'm not feeling that, I'll rip like Cardi or Uzi or like that type of just kind of like your Yeet, like just goofy,
Yeet,
feel good. Yeet. But if it's like maybe like a gloomy day and I'm kind of feeling that, like like Earl Sweatshirt or like something a little bit more just like dark and moody or whatever,
Yeah.
But that not too often does that happen. But sometimes I'll like lean into the gloominess of the day or something like that.
Yeah, I've done that. I do that sometimes. TV show or one thing that I can mention is I remember seeing Les Mis in theaters, and I don't like that movie, but there is like especially when Anne Hathaway's singing. It is so overwhelmingly emotional and like operatic that it can move you. That I remember. And Everything Everywhere was another one. I think I'm also more moved. Well, when we were on Goobers last year, watching some of those movies and like taking their themes on reality and what's real and what matters. Was kind of like, it was like, damn, that kind of that hit hard, and they were goofy ass movies. So,
Ready Player One and
Free Guy
and Free Guy,
Free Guy. And then what music? Like I generally don't like to feel sad or depressed. Like I don't usually even like to like lean into it or like yeah, like in some people like they listen to music and it's like very cathartic to listen to sad music when they're sad.
Yeah.
But I think I just don't like feeling that way anyway. So I always try to find shit that cheers me up.
Yeah.
And usually that is like, it could be all kinds of shit. It really just depends on the mood. The shit I've been listening to probably this year that just I think about shit that I listen to in the shower.
Yeah.
And my go-to shit is like, Yeet or anything that is hard as fuck like that. Or, Beach Boys, Beatles, shit like that. Like old music or the blues, like various blues musicians like Lightning Hopkins and Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters and shit. And then like I'll listen to like I've been getting more into like a lot of drum and bass and like IDM and shit like that. I love Amon Tobin. I love fucking LTJ Bookham. I like all the fucking there's a lot of like there's a lot of compilation mixes on YouTube that are fire, and they have like cool 3D graphic, like old retro 3D graphic images on them that are fire. And then apart from that, I'll maybe listen to like some jazz, or I'll listen to some punk music like the Sonics or Misfits or the Stooges or something like that.
No, I listened to a lot of emo through college, and not like My Chemical Romance and Hawthorne Heights, like fucking American football and fucking foxing and like a lot of Spute and shit that's just
real
like
emo.
I want to kill myself. Like music that's just straight up like, hey, you fucking cheated on me and I want to kill myself. Kind of shit. And that was probably the worst thing I could have ever done for my mental health. So
it's a bad message to send yourself.
Yeah, it's just, it just like gets to the point. It's like gotten to the point now where it's like whenever I hear shit that's like indulgently sad, it just pisses me off.
Just like,
white guys.
Shut the fuck up. And when I hear your name, it makes me sad.
Yeah, it's like
Hobo Johnson ass shit.
Yeah, like it's just like shit.
Hey,
it's just like,
how's it going? I hope you're well.
Yeah. And like not only that, but like so many of those bands that I listened to like came out later, and it was just like, yeah, this guy was like grooming girls, and like, or like, yeah, this guy was actually he actually was a rapist, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So when you commodify sadness and depression for profit, you're a bad person. Cool, right on. It's like who'd have thought? Right?
Right.
It's very predatory to me now, and it just kind of pisses me off. So that's me. That's my lecture on that.
That's a fact. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll rip another email. We're all giving great answers to these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this comes from Charlie. Wokest of Bokers.
Wow.
Green screen for TV movies is the new standard for sure. What are some practical effect and stunt moments from the last few years that you feel really defied this new standard? I was thinking about this after I saw Tom Cruise do this MI7 promo in a post-Top Gun Maverick world. And it's the one where he's like literally sitting on a biplane in the middle of the sky.
That's wild.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's been talking about this a lot, but like martial arts movies always have the craziest practical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some good, like the fight scenes and everything everywhere.
Yeah.
With the fucking, maybe the best one was the
so that's true, that movie in general.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot of non-practical effects too, I guess, but
the way they used both, it was very clean. The
fanny pack fight, like jeez,
fanny pack nunchucks.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Fanny pack guy.
When Tom Cruise is fucking hanging on the side of that like jumbo jet. You remember that one from
Jumbo Jet,
Mission Impossible 5 or 6 or something?
I don't.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Damn, Everything Everywhere made 4 times its money.
Let's go.
Back. That's fucking ridiculous.
Love to see it.
I was gonna say, Mad Max Fury Road. Obviously, that was all practical. Ridiculous. It's insane. Like they're just doing
that's wild.
Giant jumps over sand dunes and like throwing flaming grenades at shit. Like ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's what?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I had not a lot. You go ahead.
I had not a lot. You go ahead. I guess I was going to say my only problem with Mad Max Fury Road is like there's almost too much music in it, which is the thing I like most about Road Warrior. I have this theory that all fighting, like hand fighting, like kung fu type shit, martial arts fighting sequences and driving sequences should not have music going during them. Like the sound of the actual scene is enough to make it extremely tense and like feel like you're there. Like the sound of engines going. And so like through the whole Mad Max, it's just and it's like
I need to rewatch it.
And it's like in Road Warrior, it's just that. And Road Warrior, the original one, is one of the craziest fucking movies, practical effects wise. You can see a scene where a guy breaks his whole back.
Oh my god!
He gets flung off of a car, head over feet, like a pinwheel, like a vertical pinwheel, and lands in the side of the road, and it almost killed him.
Jesus!
Oh, he survived though. Okay.
Yeah, he survived.
Ip Man, you seen that?
Dude, I started that and I was like, this movie is fire. I have to finish this. It was so cool.
Dude, he takes on like a whole fucking dojo of guys and he just like, speed punches a dude like the Flash.
Right.
Just all the way up and down his body. Ridiculous. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Probably one of the best fight scenes I've seen.
This shit is ridiculous.
Also, The Raid.
The Raid is wild.
I need to rip that.
Insane fight scenes, dude.
Dude,
that
if
actually
y'all
might
haven't
be
seen
the best fight scene.
If y'all haven't seen Hard Boiled, the John Woo movie,
need to grip that.
Oh my god, dude! There is a hospital scene where they're it's a gunfight scene where they're going through a hospital. It's like a 7-minute take on film, all practical effects.
Let's fucking go.
No cuts. And it's like they had to reset all of that. It's like shooting shotguns through windows and stuff. Like it's all kinds of crazy shit.
Crazy. There's this show I had just finished called Gangs of London. I don't know if I told you guys about it, but there's some really insane fight scenes in that.
Hell yeah.
Gangs of
really
London.
Brutal.
That's fire.
Yeah. It's on like AMC Plus, which you have to get through Amazon. But I just did a
instantly unappealing.
I know. I'm trying to get like my friends to watch it. I'm like, yeah, so it's on Prime, but you gotta do the free trial, and then you can watch all 9 episodes in a 7-day period.
And you're like, I have 40 other shows I could watch now.
I have a life to live.
But there's a new season coming out, so I'm gonna keep it for a month and watch the new season. But the first 9 episodes of it were insane, and there's like a scene where a few characters are in like this farmhouse, and this whole like Dutch SWAT team like comes and raids the place, and it's like one of the most insane gunfights that I've ever seen. And then in the previous episodes, there's like a 1v1 fight with a dude with an axe, and then there's one with a dude that has like this giant cleaver, and it just gets gory as fuck and just incredibly intense. Like some of the best fight scenes I've seen.
Max is going into the mic.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
And then there's one where he like 1v8s a whole bar of people with like a dart, like a throwing dart. You good? You leaking?
Now that was on purpose.
Yeah. That's crazy, Tony.
Yeah,
that's
so
actually
those are the
crazy.
Practical scenes, though. Practical effects.
Well, folks, we appreciate y'all so much. We didn't even talk. I didn't even talk about the fact that I've played like the first 2 or 3 hours of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
How was that?
It is it's the funniest thing about Call of Duty is they make one. They only actually make one game every 3 years. But they put out a game every year. So like this game, it's like, oh, they tried. Like this is a game. Like it's technically it's gorgeous graphically. It's literally insane. There's some pre-rendered cinematics in this that literally I can't tell the difference between. It's like sometimes it's literally like, did they just use completely just reference video like photos for this, or is this actually CG rendered? It's unreal. And there's 2 levels of cutscenes. There's like an in-game rendered cutscene, and then there's like a fully pre-rendered cutscene, and they both look amazing. It's like okay, this is the game they're actually putting all their effort into. Fucking Black Ops and World War II or what was the last one? Vanguard are just nothing. So
balls ops.
The one thing I will say, there's a lot of clearing houses shit, and I'm playing it on hardened. If you play on hardened, like Call of Duty is not a better game the harder it gets. It's not a linear challenge. It just becomes a different type of game. Like on regular, it's one way, but if you're playing on hardened or veteran, it's just like
or Edgerton.
It kind of shows that the game is kind of dumb. Like it's not like Halo where the enemies are just stronger and you have to just be better. It's like it just becomes bullshit.
You just die easier.
Yeah, I mean, there's just sequences where there's so many sequences where it's just like you're going to die because there's 5 people pointing guns at you from one direction. You're gonna die, like because you don't see them coming. So there's no way you're quick enough to get into cover or whatever. Like there's some sequences where you're just in a field and there's fire coming at you, and it's just like you gotta not get hit or shoot, know where all the guys are and shoot them quick enough so that you don't die. Otherwise, it's just like you get shot 3 times, you're dead. Like it's and the AI is smart, so it's just like it's kind of crazy. There's also stealth sequences that are like really annoying because they're hard. But that's awesome. But it's not like you can restart the stealth sequence. You have to restart the whole mission. That's like, or you have to go last checkpoint. But they force all these checkpoints on you when half the enemies are alerted. So it's just like, it's some bullshit. But I'll talk more about that. I'll probably beat it by the next. They're also really smart to put campaign out a week before the multiplayer.
Yeah,
because it forces you to play the campaign if you want to play the game. Like otherwise, if you launched them both, no one would be playing campaign. Everyone would be playing multiplayer most of the time.
Right. Yeah, no, when that drops, I'm going to be playing because Warzone doesn't come out till the 16th. So I'm going to grind the weapons and shit for like 2 weeks on multiplayer.
Nice.
And hopefully get some.
We'll rip it up, dude.
Meta. Crossplay. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to finally have like good weapons again, like a sniper, and I'll probably try and get the crossbow and shit because I haven't been sniping for months, and I felt kind of empty.
Dude, yeah, that's what makes you feel.
I've been missing that Car 98K. I don't know. It's been different ever since it got nerfed.
Ah, man, that's sad. Yeah. Yo, we love you guys. I'll talk more about that next episode, but y'all have a good week. And this is Woke and Boke Forever, motherfuckers. Peace the fuck out. Peace.